Good day, Darlington County School District, and welcome back to another In the Know. It is the end of October. In fact, it happens to be October 31st when we're recording this. Halloween. I am not in costume, but I know that's a big deal to a lot of our students across the district, and I know a lot of households and parents that will be experiencing Halloween in the traditional sense tonight. I've seen a lot of trunk or treats that have been going on around the county in different communities, and it is always that reminder of fall, and really we're heading into our holiday season that's coming up as well. So, and you know, it is interesting how quickly the semester is going along. So we have this month, and then we have about 3.5 weeks, and then we hit the Thanksgiving holiday. And then after that, we have about 3 more weeks, and we wind up at the Christmas break, the holiday break that we have for 2 weeks. So the semester is flying, the school year is going by quickly. And for me, I always like to be so busy that it goes by quickly anyway. So we had a work session this past Monday, and there were a few topics that we discussed. The board had discussions along with administration. One of the things we talked about is the capital plan updates. Again, this is the ongoing list of items that are for buildings that need repairs or small additions, basically anything that has to do with buildings and upgrades. Technology falls into that as well. And so we just gave an update of some newer projects that we are working on across the district with that. We also had a new initiative that the board got some information on, which is we're looking into potential child care for teachers. And this is primarily for children from the ages of 6 months to 4 years old. At this point in time, just getting a gauge of the interest that could be out there amongst our employees, teachers, staff, etc., and what the potential may be for that. We are continuing to gather information. This is actually something that really has not been done in the education sector. It is being done in the business sector quite a bit, but we are trying to figure out how this may help the Darlington County School District as well. We also talked about the new elementary school, several topics with the new elementary school. So one of them is that we are close to having what they call a topping out ceremony, which is where the entire facility has the roof on it. And so basically it is protected against the elements as far as rain and everything. So we're very close to that happening. That building is coming along very quickly. The weather has helped us a lot, and that has really helped the construction schedule for us. And so we'll be having this topping out ceremony where we celebrate the building being under the roof in November. Again, we are on target for that school to be open for next school year, first day of school. We also talked about the naming of the new school, a little bit of conversation about that. That is coming up very soon, and so we will be going through that process and working with 2 schools about what that process will look like for the naming of the new Darlington County Elementary School. And then also one of the old buildings that the combination of buildings of Rosenwald and St. John's, we had a discussion a little bit about the Rosenwald facility and some potential future uses for that building. We've also had discussions about the St. John's site as well and some potential good uses that could benefit the community. So, and that was everything that we discussed at the work session. And our next board meeting will be on the 11th of November. You're always welcome to join us in person, but also we do have those online through YouTube as well. So you're always welcome to join us, and you can always access those meetings afterwards on the Darlington County School District website. Next week is election week, and so Monday we have a professional development day. So no students will be in school that day, but it is a district-wide professional development day. Speaking of professional development, I'm very encouraged by the efforts that I'm seeing and hearing about in our schools. We received our report cards, and I know that all of our schools are working on ways for improvement, specifically how we can continue to focus on the PLC process, how you all have disaggregated those points that are available in each section on the report card and what it would take to get extra points on each of those sections. Also looking at the curriculum that we have available to us in the school district, whether it be SAVAS for the ELA, the UFLY for the K2, and literacy, our curriculum guides that we have, the assessments that we're working with. Again, an all-out effort between everybody in the school district on how we can certainly help our students have more growth, which means more achievement as well. On Tuesday, November 5th, is Election Day. So we will be closed. All offices in the school district will be closed. All schools will be closed. Some of our sites will be used as voting sites throughout the county. And I will say that we have a presidential election once every 4 years, and this is a great time. These are teachable moments for our students. I talked to our principals about this recently and just had the discussion that, depending on the age, obviously the younger the student, it may not be as easy for the teachable moment, although we can talk about democracy and what that looks like and what that means for our country and our schools and for our classrooms that we have. But certainly with our older students, especially high school students, trying to find ways to, again, make it a teachable moment to how we can positively express ourselves about what we think will help us as a country, but more importantly, how we need to come together, regardless of election outcomes, that we stand as one. We are one country. We are the United States of America. We are South Carolina. We are the Darlington County School District. So again, I think it's a great time to focus on the positives in the teachable moments. Friday night football, it's hard to believe, but this is the last week of the regular season. And so playoffs actually start next week. So this Friday, we have Lamar traveling to Louisville. We have Hartsville High School hosting South Florence. And we have Darlington High School hosting Wilson. So we wish all of our three teams all the best in their games this Friday. We hope for 3 victories. And we certainly look forward to hearing about the potential playoff next week as well. Another sports season that I wanted to mention is our esports teams that have started up around the district. Last year we had different types of competitions, and we had all the students across the district participate on one team. Those students came across the district to compete in one location at our annex. We're now excited to say that we are in the process of creating 3 separate esports teams. So right now there are 2 teams. We do have Lamar High School has their new esports arena set up, and they are a team. And then we have Darlington and Hartsville combining for a team at the Darlington High School site. And then very soon, within the next 6 to 8 months, we will be setting up that Hartsville High School team separately. So next year, we will have 3 separate esports teams across the Darlington County School District. Our Mayo students participate at their home schools on their particular esport team. But it is incredibly exciting sport for our students. This revolves around gaming and technology, but I can tell you it is growing at an incredible pace across the country. And it's another opportunity for our students to participate in something that not only is a team environment, but something that is specific to their interests. So we wish all of our esports teams great luck. I know there's a tournament in Florence this weekend that we will be participating in, and we wish them all the best for that tournament. I don't have many dates to talk about, but the one date I do want to acknowledge is November 11th is Veterans Day. And that is a school day for us, but I know a lot of our schools have Veterans Day celebrations around the school district. And some of them are the week before, some of them are on Veterans Day. But I would just say that this is a time where we thank and honor all of those that have served our country, that have made this country safe and what it is for all of us to live prosperously and to enjoy the freedoms that we have. So it's a great time to tell a veteran, thank you for your service to our country and how much we appreciate them. I look forward to seeing some of the celebrations at the sites, also pictures and all the stories that everybody will have as they have their Veterans Day celebrations. And that is everything I have for this In the Know. As I always tell everybody, hug on your family. Tell them how much you love them. Tell them how much we appreciate them sharing you with us. Have a wonderful fall weekend, even though we're in the 80s. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next In the Know.